Get ready for the InnaStar Trailblazer Awards on Saturday, October 12th at Miller's Symphony Hall. Celebrate the best in arts and entertainment as we honor the legends and rising stars blazing a trail for the future. And guess who's joining us? R&B legend Sammy. Hip-hop icon Mr. Cheeks. House music queen Lady Alma. Legendary actress and singer Terrell Hicks.
Who you meet to think that you could ever know the things I do are all done for you.
And the Latin sensation Angel Melody. This will be a night of inspiration, recognition, and unforgettable moments. Get your tickets now and be a part of the magic. Visit us online for details at InnaStar.org.
Welcome to InnaStar, the InnaStar Spotlight, where we are gearing up for the InnaStar Trailblazer Awards. I know you guys, look, I don't know if you're as excited as I am, but I'm excited. I am nervous. It's like good nerves, but I'm just, you guys are going to be in for a night of greatness, celebrating the arts, celebrating creativity, celebrating innovation, celebrating talent, greatness, film, media, fashion, beauty, modeling, you name it. We are celebrating as much areas and sectors of the art as much as possible. So I'm truly, truly grateful. For those who don't know who I am, my name is Jacinth Headlam, the CEO and founder of InnaStar and the InnaStar Trailblazer Awards. I'm also a film producer, actor, author, and a QVC on-air talent, and a mom. And I'm that sister friend in your head. So welcome to InnaStar Talent Spotlight, where tonight I want to put a spotlight and shine brightly on our trailblazers who have risen above the odds, who fought against adversity, who are not here by mistake. They're not where they are on their journey. They had to go through some stuff, jump over some hurdles, fight against the naysayers, the people who told them they couldn't, but they did when it was rough and hard. They didn't have the money to do or to pursue their dreams, or didn't see it manifesting right away. I'm pretty sure they had some doubts, but the main thing that makes them a trailblazer, they pushed past it, and they did not stop. I always say the richest people are the one in the grave, the one that, that died with million and billionaire ideas and didn't do anything with their gifts, didn't do anything with their purpose, didn't do anything with their vision, nothing. And they're sitting on in so many ideas just went to the waste. But these trailblazers are like, you know what? They did it. They're doing it. And they've paved the way and made a mark for people like myself and you all to follow, especially in the arts. So I'm so super grateful. My first guest tonight that I want to put the spotlight on is no other than our acting trailblazer, Jose Luis Torres II. How are you, Jose?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Congratulations again. Congratulations again.
Thank you so much.
I'm super grateful to have been on this journey with you and to have you as one of our trailblazer in the category of acting. So congratulations on that. So I know you, Jose, because we worked together before. Right. You're a phenomenal actor, phenomenal talent, but you don't just do the arts. You're also in martial arts. Like, what don't you do? Right. So, just please share with us a little bit about who is Jose and, your background and what made you get into acting and filmmaking.
It's funny because my first, what I first wanted to do was own a martial arts school. I went to college. That's when I first kind of started formalizing what I was going to do. And I wanted to be a karate school instructor. So I opened up my business. And actually this year I'm celebrating 25 years of business. So, really great milestone. Been very, very blessed. Yeah. So But now what we're doing is kind of moving into this next thing, and it's just
Mhm.
crazy because my journey with acting, I've dabbled a little bit here and there, been involved in some projects. When I was in high school, I always go back to high school. I did like musicals and plays. And then, that wasn't in the cards at that time. I did a couple plays, like I did Grease, I did Bye Bye Birdie, I did Chorus Line, and
Wow.
then some of the iconic ones, right? Like
Right.
Crazy. And
Oh my gosh.
it's just funny because I loved it, but I really didn't embrace it. Like I didn't really understand it at that time. At that time it was kind of a fun thing to do, and I loved expressing myself. And then I went to Penn State University. I took some theater classes there. I met a very important person that kind of gave me some focus in her theater class, a woman by the name of Cynthia Baldassar. And we kind of, just talked about a couple things, and I got exposed to it. And she was like, hey, I really think, you might have a future in this. And, things change. I decided to get a job, and, I kind of came home, and originally I was going to try to do the whole, go out to California and see what I could do. And I didn't end up doing it. I became a young father. I married young, and I just focused in my business. And it was funny because it was always kind of like in the back of my mind. I said, man, I know, like, I think I could do this. I could do this. I could make a movie. I mean, what martial arts guy doesn't want to do his own, action film to start anyway. So, and then,
Exactly.
and then it was crazy because an opportunity came up, and it started formalizing over COVID, when everyone was locked down. I kind of started my own podcast called the
Wow.
Martial Arts Experience. And I started networking with a lot of different celebrities, and specifically guys that were part of Cobra Kai. So a Karate Kid franchise.
Oh,
So I
wow.
had them on, and I started networking with them, and I became really good friends with an actor and martial artist, William Christopher Ford. He's based out of LA. He was in Karate Kid 3. I think he just did a new film called On the Margins, short film. But a real good friend of mine, and he, I talked about what I wanted to do, and, my vision. And he says, listen, I have a good friend that's a director that has a potential project coming up.
Mhm.
You should talk to him. So I went out to LA. I went to this martial arts festival, and I met with a wonderful man who's like a brother of mine now, Jim Towns, who's a director.
Wow.
Did a lot of horror. If you Google him, he's done a lot of
Mhm.
horror films. I think he's been in the industry for about 20 years. His last 7 films have been distributed. Really, really great guy. And I kind of told him my vision, and he said, listen, I got this project. I like your ideas. He said, hey, let's collaborate. Let's make this thing happen. So he kind of sent me, a script, and I took a look at it, and I was like, yeah, I could do this. Let's run with it. I could do it. So
Wow,
it was
just like that.
just like that. I got to be honest with you. It
Wow.
was crazy, and I took a chance. I really, really, took a chance, and then I kind of helped become a producer of it, and kind of 20 plus years of making relationships
Yeah.
and things of that, and I was able to kind of bring everything together, to make this thing. And I'm going to be honest with you. I had no idea the film was going to get distributed. I had
Mhm.
no idea that, somebody would like the film. You know what I mean? Because you
Right.
believe in it,
Never
but
know.
you
Right, right.
never know. You're like, I think it's good. I don't know. But I tried to do my due diligence. I did my
Yeah.
research. I tried my best. We had a limited budget. I'll be honest with you, it wasn't $1 million film, but there was a lot of heart and soul. And what happened is these pieces. Let me talk about this picture right here. So I get to do a fight scene with a gentleman by the name of Muhammad Kisi. Muhammad Kisi played in the iconic Kickboxer movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme. He was the main villain.
Mhm.
Kickboxer is an iconic film. If you're a karate guy, you know what Kickboxer is. This is
Mhm.
an iconic film. Again, I made a relationship with Muhammad. He was on my podcast. We talked. I told him about this project, and he was like, I'm in. He was like, I want to do it.
Wow.
So, I mean, not a lot of people get that opportunity. So
Yeah.
Muhammad flew in from Morocco for the film, and
Wow.
we were able to do. I was able, my first action film, to do a fight scene with him. And I mean, such a blessing. He was such a pro, and really gave me a lot of advice, and kind of, was a big brother to me. He really was. And, he believed in me. He told me he actually gave me like a moniker, like the Latin dragon, he calls me, so he's been really good to me. He really, really has. But, we
So
got to work together. Yeah, it was crazy. The whole process has just been crazy. What's happened
yeah.
over the process, 8 to
And
9
what
months.
And what I like about what your story too is you never know. Like for you, you were, you started off with martial arts and someone introduced you to a filmmaker and it just changed the trajectory of your life just like that. So you just never know where your blessings are going to come from, and just being in the right place at the right time, knowing the right people, collaborating with the right people. And also you have to talk, you have to speak up, and because you never know who you're around. Closed mouth don't get fed, right?
Right.
So there's a lot of times I've stumbled up on opportunity because I spoke, hey, I would like to try this or try that. You just never know. Oh really, I never thought that you would want to try film. I actually
Right.
know this person who I think you'll be great, yeah, collaborate with. You just never know. So thank you so much for that. Now I know that you have your new project out, Killer X. This looks good.
Uh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, and like I said, so the way everything's set up, we started filming. We shot the first part of the film in like 20 days, and
Mhm.
then we had to do some reshoots and some things. There were some travel things with some of the actors,
Yeah.
and we got to work on this project. It tells a story of a retired assassin.
Mhm.
Myself, I play Victor Reyes. He's a family guy. He's a soccer coach. He's a local
Mhm.
karate guy, and his ex-girlfriend comes back into his life, and his
Yeah.
ex-life he was an assassin. Now he's just a normal dad. So, his world gets turned upside down, and I think it tells a really, really good story. So, we were blessed. We were able to get distribution for our DVD, and
Mhm.
our DVD is available through Amazon Prime, barnesandnoble.com, and walmart.com. Yep. Yep. And then we have our European premiere. We were able to work out to have Killer X premiere in Rotterdam at the Kino Theaters in Rotterdam, Netherlands.
Wow.
So we're heading out there November 8th. Yeah, yeah.
You're going to
Really
Netherlands?
in the Netherlands, November 8th.
What?
Yep.
That is amazing. I'm scared to ask how much are the tickets.
No, they're not bad. They're 20 euros. It's only 20 euros. Yeah.
No, no,
Yeah.
no, no. I'm talking about to the
Oh, the
flight.
flight. Oh, the flight. No, no, no. Flight is like maybe 750, $800.
Oh,
Wasn't
that's
too bad.
not bad. Oh, I
No,
think
no,
you want to
no,
like 3,000 or something.
no, 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 no,
That's
no.
not
And,
bad. Okay.
yeah, like I said, a great
Good.
opportunity. I've been to Rotterdam before. I go there for a martial arts tournament, so I'm
Yeah.
actually going back for that tournament, and then now I have the premiere, so we're really excited
Wow.
about it. Yep, yep.
This is amazing. This is a
We kind of four-walled it, right, and did our own little theater, local theater thing. We
yeah.
sold 514 tickets to this premiere. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was just an unbelievable, like so emotional. It was just an emotional experience. Yeah, yeah, it really
Wow.
was. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys did the premiere here in the States. You guys are doing some international,
Yep.
so making a global impact. I love that.
We're trying. We've submitted for streaming. So God willing, knock on wood, hopefully by like actually the InnaStar Awards on October 12th, I'll know what channel will be streaming it. So that'll
Wow.
be kind of the final bookend. Yeah, because we got
Praise
media
the fingers
distribution. We're
crossed.
praying. We're praying. So yep, yep. And
I
then we have a couple new
love
projects
that.
coming up. Yep, yep.
I love that. And any advice that you would give to someone who's looking to get into this business or just looking to just pursue their dream? And it doesn't even have to be the arts, but of course, we're artists.
Yeah, yeah.
and just feel discouraged or just feel like, they don't have the support that they need. Like what encouragement would you give to someone who is in that shoes or position?
I think that a lot of times, especially as adults, right? We're fearful. We're fearful of the unknown, and I really think that you have to believe in yourself first before anybody else is going to believe in you. Before anything else is going to happen. So do your due diligence. Practice. If your craft is acting, go to classes. If your craft is martial arts, make sure that you move as well as you can. Try to network with people, always be an open book. I think that's very, very important because you just never know who you could be connected to. And you don't want to miss an opportunity because you're scared or you're nervous. You know what I mean? Being nervous is good and being a little bit of frightened and scared as well, but you don't want it to prevent you from doing something, and I really think that we have to use that energy and that fire to kind of ignite us to get us over the hump and be a little uncomfortable and try things. I think a lot of times as humans, we're just afraid.
Yeah.
We don't like to try new things, and you never know. You know what I mean? I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with everyone. It was very difficult when I did the film. You know, I had like 65 pages of dialogue, and then I had, you know, I had 7 fight scenes, and then I also choreographed a lot of the other fight scenes, right? So I had
Mm,
so much stuff going on in my head. It was a lot.
yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I learned a lot. I really understand, you know, I understood how to manage and kind of move things
Mhm.
around and kind of tackle tasks. You know, you would have asked me 15 years ago, I would have said, "Oh my God, I can't do that." You know, and there was a lot of people
Yeah.
that thought, you know, we were crazy for trying to, you know, make this movie, you know, because I'm not a spring chicken, you know what I mean? I'm not a 20-year-old guy. So but I'm really excited. I'm really proud of what we did and the amazing team that I got to work with. They were unbelievable.
And I wanted to show a quick video as well.
Okay.
Couldn't tell me. I just thought they were in the past.
It's been a minute.
It's been a lot of minutes.
I know you weren't going to the dojo to pick up that stuff. I know there's something else.
Is she here?
It has to do with Ayana, doesn't it?
It does, but it's not like that. I need to know who she's in trouble with.
Who's she not in trouble with?
We're talking about the stuff we don't talk about, aren't we?
It was his man she killed, Ahmed Shakur. He's as real as they get.
Are we safe? Are the kids safe?
They weren't just assassins, some kind of death cult.
What would it take to get it out of this? Make things right.
Besides her corpse?
I want to talk to him.
No, you don't, Victor. You got out. Clean. Not everybody gets that.
You and the kids are the only thing that matters to me. You know that, right?
You have too much to lose now.
Crazy.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Who came up with the fight choreography?
I did about 80% of
Wow.
it. Yeah, I did. I had 80% of it. And then we also hired very well-known stunt coordinator. He was
Good.
consultant for me, Manny Ayala. He worked on some big films, Spider-Man and other stuff, but
Okay.
good friend of mine. So he was kind of the you know, he was the consultant, but I was able to get my hands, you know, I was able to do stuff and kind of bring in some people and some fighters that give an opportunity to some martial artists and also non-martial artists and actors. You know, we had a couple actors that had never fought before. So, you know, I was able to kind of help them, you know, because I teach, right? I teach for a living. So
Yeah.
I know how to teach. I know how to do express. I've been doing it for, you know, a very long time. Although real fighting and stage combat is 2 different things. So, but it was a lot of fun.
Well, thank you so much again, Jose, for joining us. Thank you so much for your time. We greatly appreciate you. I cannot wait to celebrate you on October 12th at Miller Symphony Hall at the InnaStar Trailblazer Awards. Thank you for signing on and for being with us. And I will see you soon.
Thank you so much. Everybody have a great night. Thank you. God bless.
You too. Thank you so much again. And that was amazing. That was our acting trailblazer, Jose Luis Torres II. And next up, we have someone who is definitely more than a trailblazer. He's doing some amazing things, but not just for himself, but the film and art community in general, with even a film festival, grants, so much opportunity for upcoming filmmakers such as myself. So enough hearing from me. I just want to bring the main man to the stage, no other than Hayden.
How are you doing tonight?
How are you, Hayden?
I'm doing wonderful. Thanks for having me tonight. I appreciate it.
Thank you for coming on here, and congratulations. You were nominated for community leadership in the film world, for having the Hayden Films Institute and also Hayden Film Festival. So, your film festival is coming up.
Yes.
Right? 6th year, October 25th to the 27th, correct?
Correct.
In
Correct.
PA.
In Reading, PA. Yep.
Right here in Pennsylvania, not in New York or LA. So the fact that it's not a major entertainment hub and you're creating that opportunity for, people in film, talents in film, such as myself, thank you so much. We need that. We need you.
We do.
We need this. This is amazing. So can you let us know, who is Hayden and what made you come up with Hayden Films Institute? Much less the film festival, man. Talk about a trailblazer.
I'm gonna, if you can let me tell you the backstory, and then we'll get to the real story.
Yes.
So, as a young man growing up, watching film, being inspired by watching content and old school movies. I knew I had like this knack to like looking at continuity errors, what happened in this scene and everything. So I just knew I always had a passion for consuming content and watching film.
Yeah.
And then, actually, going through high school and college and everything, and I ended up getting a finance degree and then working on Wall Street as a foreign exchange broker. Always
Wow.
had this passion for film and film and film. So I had the opportunity to come back to Kutztown University. And so they wanted me to come back. And I said, well, I'm really interested in directing. And I wanted to
Mm.
actually take some theater classes because I thought if I was going to be a good director, why don't I take some theater classes so I know how it works in directing an actor? Even though I wasn't going to be an actor myself, I just wanted to understand the process.
I love
So,
that.
yeah, so my thesis advisor said, with your background in business and everything that you've done in your personal world, would you consider a graduate assistantship in our telecommunications project, our telecommunications program? I'm sorry. And so I said, sure, let me see what it's all about. So they took me on a tour, and I was like, wow, this whole studio was here the whole time. And they ultimately gave me an opportunity to become a graduate assistant. I started taking both theater classes and electronic media classes because it transferred to electronic media. And what was really great about the program is that my professors allowed me to think outside the box. And
Yeah.
so I had this very unique film project, and this goes way back. I'm dating myself a little bit back. So back in 2002, I wanted to create a film project where the character had these hallucinations, dream
Mm.
sequences. And so the dream sequences themselves were going to be part of this online competition. And this is before YouTube. This is before all the social media accounts, Twitter, Facebook, everything that we know about, or X now. And so I created this concept where the character would have these dream sequences, and filmmakers from around the world would download objectives for these dream sequences and shoot them in point of view. And then I would edit the whole piece together. I pitched the idea to the Small Business Development Center, and they said, let me ask you a few questions. What else have you done creatively? I said, what are you talking about? I worked with all these professors. We're doing all these testings. All right, so you haven't done anything else creatively. Who do you know in Hollywood? I don't know anyone in Hollywood. So you haven't done anything else creatively. You don't know
Right.
anyone in Hollywood. And so you're going to create this film project where you're going to do this interactive film director project, and that you're going to make a name for yourself. I said, you know what? I see the constructive criticism. What if I take the money
Mhm.
that I've raised and
Wow.
actually create an online film festival and give out the money to the best filmmaker around the world? So in 2004, we created in 2004 we created the Hayden Films Online Film Festival. So we actually had a traditional call for entries where filmmakers around the world would submit their content. And so what differentiated us from other brick and mortar festivals
Yeah.
is we took their content and put it online first. So we took the top 50 films, we let those films compete for 60 days. And the film criteria at the time was any film under 35 minutes in length, any genre, and the top 4 films based on online voting, we would then take to the Directors Guild of America Theater in New York City and have a
Wow.
traditional red carpet experience where we gave out a check for $10,000. So we did that 3 years in New York. It was so exciting, so much work. And then we eventually did it our 4th year out in Los Angeles. Demi Moore, Kirsten Dunst came. They submitted a film. They came to our red carpet experience. So in a very short, concentrated space, we knew that online distribution, online film distribution was the wave of the future. And
Mm.
so at the time, everyone was pushing back. No one's going to watch films on a smartphone. No one's going to watch films on a tablet or desktop. But our festival really proved that that wasn't the case. So, we're so excited about this year because our festival doesn't happen annually. It happens based on technological updates. And so we're so pleased with our 5th festival, our 5.0 festival, as we call it, where about 55 filmmakers from around the world have competed for a $25,000 grand prize. And now we're going to celebrate them at Alvernia University over a 3-day event from October 25th through the 27th.
Wow, wow, wow. That is amazing. And you guys were like ahead of the curve with this whole online, which is our new norm.
Exactly.
And $10,000 is no small, like that.
No small fee.
No
You
small
should you
fee.
would be amazed on how many of my initial friends and family members in the
Wow.
early days, they said, "What are you doing?" In my mind, I said, you know, if I don't know anyone in Hollywood, if I don't
Yeah.
have all these other creative projects, but what if I celebrate the talent that I know is out there? And so we're
Mhm.
never going to say don't use your standard brick and mortar festival. You have Tribeca, you have the Cannes Film Festival, you have Sundance, South by Southwest. We
Yes.
know those are important festivals, but
Mhm.
because we have this hybrid technology, we know that VOD, live streaming, and virtual storytelling is
Yeah.
the way of the future, and it's very, very important. So that's what we're excited about because we always put the films online first,
Yes. I
let that
love
grow an
that.
audience, and then you take them
Wow.
offline to celebrate them in a brick and mortar environment.
So it's like the best of both worlds.
Exactly. Exactly.
That is brilliant.
Yeah.
That is so brilliant, Hayden. Wow. Okay. And the fact that you're Kutztown, I graduated from Kutztown. So we're both
Yes.
Kutztown alumni. I
Nice.
love
Because
that.
alum,
Yeah.
definitely.
Oh, whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, you.
Whoop, whoop.
That is amazing. And I love the fact that you did the work. You said, no, I'm not trying to be an actor, but I want to take theater classes just so I can learn the craft, know how to direct my actors. Some
So
directors
I can
can't.
communicate. That was an
And you
important
can
thing because
communicate. Yes.
yeah. So, and again, for all your listeners and your audience out there, one of
Yeah.
the things that I'm trying to do with our company and some of our initiatives is how do we bridge the gap
Yes.
between the creativity and the business side? Because there's great storytellers, actors, producers, but sometimes they don't really understand how to market their product. And our goal is to try to bridge that gap. And we believe that online distribution, in person distribution, and great storytelling is kind of like this 360 approach. And that's why we're so excited that, you'll see the Sembu logo over, I believe, my right shoulder, could be my left shoulder, depending on where you're looking, is we're using new technology that allows publishers, film festivals, educational platforms, the ability to launch their own Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, Apple TV. So we're hoping that everyone in the local area or even national or regional or global, if you can't make it in person, go to our website, haydenfilmsinstitute.org, check out the film festival. And if you can't make the in-person event, you're going to be able to watch the live streams on, screenplay development, film festival funding, filmmaking funding, screenwriting, casting. There's going to be so many different
Wow.
panels that we're putting together. That's going to be on Saturday, the 26th.
This is
Obviously, the 25th is the red carpet experience where you're going to meet all of our benefactors and the filmmakers. Saturday is going to be panels. Sunday is going to be screenings. And then Sunday night, we're going to give out a $25,000 grand prize
wow.
cash to hopefully
What? Is
celebrate the
that
great.
total? Oh, to one person.
One person gets a check for $25,000.
Is it too late to submit my film?
Well, no. What the great thing about it is you can submit to our next festival, which is going to be our screenplay competition. So 2 years
Wow.
ago, we gave out 10,000 for the best short screenplay. So
Wow.
every year we're going to do a screenplay competition, a film festival. So this is bigger than just myself. This is bigger
This
than
is
Hayden Films. This is
amazing.
about putting a community
Yeah.
together that is on a global stage. And the technology allows us to have this global dialogue.
Amazing work. If you can send this to, and I can reach out to Elaine where she can send me this so I can post it as well on
Exactly.
InnaStar, because this is amazing, especially here in Pennsylvania. We don't have anything like this that I know of. This is
Nope.
really good. This is
Yeah.
really, really good. Wow. And if you have like a commercial or a video, any kind of teaser, so I can post it because this is good. And we still have a little over a
We have
month.
about a little over a month. Like I
Yeah, this
said,
is
this is
good.
a great opportunity for everyone that's out there to listen to, come in person, to
Yes.
deal with the in-person workshops, but
Yes.
most importantly, the networking. And as
Yes.
networking is so great. I mean, I had the opportunity for our second filmmaker So our second film that won was called a film called The Powderpuff Principle, and it starred. It was directed by John Burgess, who was a USC graduate filmmaker, but
Wow.
the starring person was Clint Howard, and he is been in about 150 films. But his brother is legendary Ron Howard, Apollo 13, Splash, all kinds of great films. It's so important for us to continue that dialogue. There's the flyer. Yeah. So everyone that's out there, please scan the QR code.
Yes,
There's different
please.
ways you can be part of. You can be part of the VIP. You can be just part of Saturday's events, Sunday events, whatever
Yes.
the case may be.
I'm putting
But
it now.
exactly, get your
And
tickets
I'm
now.
going- Yes.
So many
This is
opportunities.
amazing. Hayden Film Festival.
Yes,
I have it locked in. Yes, this is amazing what you're doing. This is innovative. This is what a true trailblazing is all about. Just opening up doors for other people, paving the way, making your mark. This is amazing, you guys. Please, this is no small thing. This is huge, especially here in Pennsylvania. Even in major markets, they're not even doing it to this level and giving out. You know how many film festival I've went to and how many film festival I've won with just a trophy to go home with.
exactly. No, this is real cash. And
Like,
so
this is
our
amazing.
whole, if you look at, say,
I'm so
for
grateful.
example,
Whoever's watching, I'm really, really grateful. But when you have, as a filmmaker, when you have cash and you have the funds that can go into your next project,
exactly.
that's what it's all about. When you have funding and 25, even if it was 2,500, that's still good. But 25,000, even 10,000, that's more than you even need for a short film.
Yeah,
Way more.
exactly. So it makes a big difference. If you look at, it could either pay off your credit cards for the current film you're in, or it can give you that money to leverage your next film project.
Yes.
I mean, it changes the game. I mean, or if you had a short and you wanted to convert it to a feature, we're hoping that the film funding that we're giving out for each one of these prize packages not only celebrates your current career, but propels you into the future for sure.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I need like another half an hour with you because I'm like, want to pick your brain. Like, okay, what if filmmakers don't have the funding? Could you just said something about, like loans or credit cards? Like, what are some creative ways real quick
Sure.
that
Well,
you would
that's what's coming to the Saturday events. All
Oh,
these panel discussions in person is all about exactly what you were saying. Yes.
I like that. Look, if you want the information on how to raise funds for your film, how to get the distribution, how to cast, how to get location, how to create your film from concept to completion, you need to be at Hayden Film Festival, October 25th to the 27th. Be there or be square.
Nice.
Hayden, thank you so much. And I love this headshot, by the way.
Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
This headshot. Amazing. And the guys, whoever want to be in acting, this is a great headshot.
Yes.
Just saying, great headshot. Industry standard. Yes.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Any final words before you go, Hayden? You're like, thank you so much for what you're doing for filmmakers such as myself. I'm so excited. I'm looking forward to this, and I'm going to definitely post about this as well. This is amazing.
Well, I'm so honored by the nomination for your October 12th event. So I'm looking forward to being there and working with your team and just having a great honor and a great opportunity to meet everyone. And then, of course, 2.5 weeks later, we hope that your team and everyone comes down to our event. So we see that these next 2 to 3 weeks in October being a celebration on what you're doing to the community, what we're doing to the community. And I'll leave this with the fact that build relationships that are 20, 30 years in the future, because we're all in the same industry. It looks big on TV, on the big screen, but it really is truly small. And it's about building quality relationships and helping and really pulling each other up to the next level for sure.
Collaborating. I always tell people, man, the power is in collaboration. That's the art, the true art, because no one can do this by yourself. I know you have an amazing team behind you that I've met before coming to your office in Reading. Shout out to, Darren, and you're just doing so much amazing things. And if you have anything that you want us to put in our VIP bags, please, see if you can get it to Darren. Maybe he can get it to me. But we can definitely your flyers for your festival coming up. But thank you so much, Hayden. I look forward to seeing you. October is going to be a festive month, man.
October's a good month because I'm going to see you on the 12th, and we're going to see each other.
Yes,
On the
this is
so
amazing.
it's like we're going to be like household names. We're going to be like driving on the same street and limo, the whole nine.
And I know I'm supposed to be, because I know we met in person and we've been meaning to like connect, but
Exactly.
we really have to connect and make this happen. Like
For
you're
sure.
doing amazing things. We can definitely, so many things we can do together. Real talk. All
Yes,
right.
yes,
Thank you,
yes.
Hayden. I appreciate
Have a
you. Thank you
wonderful
so much.
night.
And
I
I will see you
appreciate it.
soon.
Thank you so much.
All right. Bye-bye. Man, you guys have to, let me put this back on the screen just in case you missed it. Please be there. I'm going. If you guys want to go with me, we can carpool, but we need to be in the building at Hayden. If you're trying to be an actor, when you go to these film festivals, there is so much information, panel discussion, networking, collaboration. You need to be in the room, acting, filmmaking. If you're in, even from wardrobe stylist to makeup, this is all a part of film. You need to be in the room, producer, assistant director, AD, gaffer, grip, whatever it is that you need to be in the room. Okay. Email us at info@innastar.org. Just said I would like to go to Hayden Film Festival next month, and I'll get you all the information as well. But last but not least, coming up to the stage is one of our youth creative trailblazers, Madison. How are you, my love? Hi,
I'm
Mom.
good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm so proud of you, Madison.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you. You are doing such an amazing job. But Mom, you are doing such an amazing job with
Thank
her.
you. Thank you.
She can't go by herself. She can't do this by herself. It really takes a supportive team, a support system. Because I remember when I was your age, no offense to my mom and dad, but they just didn't know any better. When I went to them and said, "Hey, I want to do acting and modeling," they were just like, "What? Go sit down somewhere, go take your book. If it's not doctor, lawyer, or something that's lucrative that you can actually make money, no, I'm not putting my money in it." So thank you for what you're doing.
Thank
But
you.
Madison, just tell us a little about yourself. Like, you want to be a model, you want to be in this industry. Like, where did this come from? What inspired this drive?
Um, I'm Madison. I'm a middle school student. I used to get bullied a lot in school, and that really impacted me a lot. But that's all in the past now. And
Yeah.
now I am an ambassador for Mesmeric Couture, and I've done Fashion Week twice and a bunch of other shows.
Yes. I
Thank
love
you.
that. I
I've
love that.
I've tried a couple of things in the past. I've tried acting classes, I've tried
Good.
cheerleading, I've tried gymnastics, but modeling is the one thing that I really feel like is for me because it
Yeah.
really lets me be me and it brings me around a supportive community
Yeah.
and it really brings out the confidence in me a lot.
I
So
love
I'm very grateful for the opportunity that I have. And I
that.
know a lot of people don't get opportunities like that. So every day I just make sure I thank God. I thank my mom for being supportive of me. I thank all of my siblings. I thank Sari and Alaji and Mesmeric.
Wow. Thank you, man. This is amazing. That's why initially I was supposed to be like a youth trailblazing like one of the categories, but I'm like, I can't have my babies be like now, like because I can't say no to kids. So for me it's like if I'm gonna acknowledge one and I just rather just award them all, because I would hate to someone feel like, oh my God, I didn't win, and that ruined their career. That's just where my mind went there. So I'm so honored and I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to award you as a young trailblazer, to say it's just a token of my appreciation, to plant the seeds, to say keep going. We see you're doing such an amazing job, and you're paving the way just for other young talents to be like, hey, oh my God, Madison, I look up to you. You're doing it, so can I. You're on the runway, you're killing it. And I got the chance to see you in person at Fashion Week, and amazing job. Like, you are doing some amazing things. So is modeling what you want to do when you grow up as well, when you get older, as an adult, as a career?
I've thought about a couple of things I want to do,
Hmm.
but if I'm being really honest, I think modeling might just be something that I want to do in my teen years. Because I
Yeah.
also really want to go to college and get higher education and be a midwife.
Oh wow. Wait, we got to talk about this. Wait, look at these pictures. Nice. I love, love, love. You
Thank
are
you.
fierce on the runway. Shout out to Mesmer
Thank you.
Couture. You know, she's amazing, doing some amazing things, doing amazing things. So you would like to, so right now, you know, and that's perfectly normal where you are because it changes. And you might, 5 years from now or 10 years from now, it might change again. So I love the fact that you are operating in your now, the present of the now, and you're like, in this moment, I want to model, and you're doing it. You're not saying, and I'm gonna do it as in 2 years or 3 years, and that's what a lot of people do. They wait, and then they wait, and then 6 months come, and then 2 years come, and then you never start. And what I love about you guys as trailblazers is, you have a great idea, you have a vision, you have a passion, you have dreams, you have gift, you have a purpose, and you're doing it. You're not waiting for any validation. You're not waiting for someone to hand you saying, this is your moment. No, you're going to get it. Like Jose, like Hayden, he came up with this amazing idea that other people didn't find that was amazing. But look where he is now, with this festival. So it just goes to show, like, I'm just, so proud of you. Thank you
Yeah.
for living in your dreams and for doing it now and not saying, I'm gonna wait till I'm 18. No, 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 no. Do it now. And Mom, I thank you and salute you for that.
Thank
And Mom, you
you.
want to introduce yourself a little bit?
Sure. My name is Suki. I'm her mom. She's my baby. She's the youngest of four kids. I'm an educator. I teach special education. I'm also a business owner here in the Lehigh Valley. And what Madison wants, Madison gets. That's just the way that we function in this household. She has older siblings where if mom doesn't say yes right away, she knows where to go. So she's very determined. She knows how to get what she wants. So the
Yeah.
stubbornness pays off. We're from a Caribbean background. So, you know, I'm raised to be stubborn with my children, but it kind of is like the other way around. She's very stubborn. She knows what she's want. She's very forward. She does
Yeah.
has no hair on her tongue. Like she speaks out loud, and you have to
Yeah.
hear kids. I know as an educator that when kids speak, you have to listen. So
Yeah.
she
Thank
said she
you.
wants to do this. It's not my area of expertise. I happen luckily to have some friends who know some friends who have some people, and there was a gateway, and I allowed her to walk through it, and here she is. So I'm very proud of her
Love
because it
it.
takes grit. She had a
Yes.
really bad experience, and
Yeah.
it takes grit to pick yourself up to, be able to continue to go on after having such a traumatic experience.
Yes, and please let's connect. I would love to introduce her to my agent as well. There's a lot of opportunities out here, commercials that she could be doing, ads that she can be doing that pays a lot of money. I'm talking about like 2, 3 thousand. Then of course that's just the base, and then the
Wow.
buyout, for another 2, 3 years to use your footage is another check. So there's a lot of opportunities out
Right.
here. It's all about connection and being with the right people, the right team. So I would love to introduce her to my agent. She don't have to go far. Denise from Image International, she's out here. She's actually the one that got me on QVC. So,
Wow.
it's all about, I'm willing to pay it forward and help her, whatever I can
Thank
do,
you.
make sure that she Madison gets what Madison wants. Okay.
Madison gets what Madison wants.
That's it. But I'm so, so grateful. Madison, any words of advice that you would give to another young creative or another student who wants to pursue their dream but don't have the confidence, or their parents just don't support, their family don't support them, because that can be a dream killer as well. Like, what advice would you give to another little girl or another little boy?
Um, Take risk and don't let anybody stop you from what you love doing.
Yes. I love that. I love that. I love that. Take a risk and let no one stop you from what you want to do. And if they do try to stop you, what do you do?
It really
Keep
depends on the situation, honestly.
true, true. That is a good one. But
It does depend on the
just follow your heart.
situation.
Yeah, follow your heart and keep going. The only thing that can stop you is yourself. And no, when people tell me no, I go around it. I'm like, okay, they just don't know what they're missing out on. So it means not yet. They'll be back.
Exactly.
So thank you so, so much again, Madison. Thank you so much, Mom, for
Thank you for having us. It's an honor.
absolutely. And I look forward to celebrating you on October 12th. Madison, you're doing so many amazing things, and we're so grateful to award you. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Appreciate it.
you.
Thank
Have a
you.
great evening. Bye, everybody.
Bye. And there you have it. Thank you guys so much for tuning with us to spotlight our Trailblazers. Shout out to Hayden with Hayden Films Institute and Hayden Films Festival coming up October 25th to the 27th. Listen, be there or be square. Shout out to Jose once again, Luis Torres, and Madison, our youth creative trailblazer. Thank you so much again for tuning in. Stay tuned for other episodes where we'll be spotlighting other trailblazers in different acting or different sectors of the arts, where it's filmmaking, acting, modeling, beauty, fashion, visual artists, DJ, music producers, music performers, you name it, even dancers, choreographers, you name it. We're here to shine the light on them and to give them their flowers while we can. I love you guys. I love and appreciate you all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your love and support. We will see you soon.